Hello YouTube and welcome back to another one of my Duel Links YouTube videos. It's your boy Crimson, and yeah, in this YouTube video we will be looking at my KC Cup 2 Max replays. Because as you can see, I was able to KC Cup Max Stage 1 with the deck I am known for, Altergeists. And I went completely undefeated in this whole 19 to 20 max. Y'all can see the win rates here. The only 2 losses that I lost because of like literally unplayable hands where I bricked. This one was a disconnect, and I literally won the rest of the games. But I'm not counting those 2 losses. We went completely undefeated from 19 to max, and yeah, we'll be taking a look at the replays, and yeah, I'll be giving you the play-by-play as per usual. And towards the end of the video, there will be a Altergeist deck breakdown and the deck profile on the deck I used to max on the November 2024 KC Cup. But yeah, if you haven't done so already, be sure to drop a like. Drop a follow on Twitch, subscribe here, it really helps out the channel. Also follow, there will be timestamps linked in the description below. So if you want to skip the this introduction, just skip to the duels. Be sure to check out the timestamps in the description below. And also follow my other content creators too, like Sean Matry, Stephen Freshy. They also provide amazing Duel Links content. And yeah, without further ado, let's dive right into the replays. This is not going to be a very long video. It's going to be relatively short, but yeah, this will be the past 5 games that I did to max in this November 2024 KC Cup. So yeah, let's dive right into it. Here's the first one. Alright, we get to go first, and what's our hand looking like?
You're not the only one with a skill.
I can't afford to lose.
We're against Battle Chronicle.
Duel!
Alright, we're against Battle Chronicle. So, our hand here is not the greatest.
Here I go. Altergeist Silkwidus! I'll create a circuit that links the node. Link to Altergeist Hextia! Altergeist Puqueri activates her effect from the graveyard. Okay, so our hand here is obviously not the greatest. So my best optimal play here is to go for a Hextia, and we got that nice like golden Hextia here, by the way. But yeah, my optimal play here is to use Silkwidus and Puqueri to go for a turn 1 Hextia play, hoping that my opponent removes the Hextia so I get multi-faker and rotation. Alright, so I go for the Hextia with the Silk and the Puqueri. I use Puqueri's effect to get it back to my hand, and I just set 2 and pass. I'll set a card. I'll end my turn.
And yeah, I just pass turn. Let's see what my opponent does.
I draw.
I activate my trap. Altergeist Manifestation. Altergeist Silkwidus.
Now, the reason I activated Manifestation early here is because I want to play around him having Dragon Spirit of White. Because I don't want my Manifestation getting banished, because that's essentially my grind game. And I don't want to lose the Manifestation if he has, you know, Dragon Spirit of White. So I'm trying to play around him having it.
From my hand, I activate my spell.
Alright, Bingo Machine Go is activated. I choose not to negate this, because there's no reason for me to. Alright, he excavates 3. He excavates 3 blue eyes. I pick 1.
Here it comes. I activate my monster's effect.
Hextia's effect activates when she's sent to the graveyard.
He chooses to pop the Hextia, which is fine. So that means I get my multi-faker in rotation.
Appear. I'll give it my all.
Alright, he activates Battle Chronicle.
Come out! I exceed summon a monster!
He chooses to go for a Dingirsu, which is fine.
I activate my monster's effect!
I activate Altergeist Silkwitness's effect!
I'm forced to bounce the Dingirsu here. That's okay.
From my hand, I activate my quick play spell!
Now, the only thing that truly, like, kills me here is if he has a third Blue Eyes in his hand, because, he already has 2 in the graveyard, so if he has another one in his hand, he can, like, go for a Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon or a Dragon Master Knight and just one-shot me, but, luckily he didn't have a third Blue Eyes, so we got kind of lucky here.
Appear! I fusion summon a monster!
Our opponent goes for Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, that's fine.
I'm setting a card. Let's battle!
Sets 2, and we take the 3,000.
Go! I attack you directly! I'm ending my turn!
Look at all those splashy moves. You should be proud. It's my turn. I draw. I set a card. I'll set a card. Be careful. I'm not out of moves yet.
Okay.
I end my turn.
I come out. I summon a
right.
monster.
So from here, our main engine is pretty much online. So there's like not much he can do that truly scares me. Pretty much like all I have to do here is wait for him to commit a battle phase and I just like activate manifestation.
I'll give it my all.
All right, searches out the successor soul. That's okay.
I'm setting a card. Battle.
I activate my trap. Altergeist Manifestation.
All right, I activate manifestation to see if I can force out any back row. He doesn't use it.
Silkwitness.
I flip over my set card. I activate my trap.
All right, I summon the Silkwitness and I get hit with the Floodgate Trap Hole of all things. So I just let this go. I'm not too worried about Floodgate Trap Hole because of modern skills in 2024, it can just send the monster off the field as if Floodgate Trap Hole never happened. So I let this go. I'm not too worried about it.
I activated a trap card, so I can special summon this card.
And Multi-Faker activates with that beautiful gold border, as you guys can see.
Altergeist Multi-Faker. When Multi-Faker is special summoned, her effect activates. Altergeist Silkwitness.
So my first Silkwitness got hit by a Floodgate Trap Hole, but that's okay because I can now get the second Silkwitness out of my deck and onto the field, thus guaranteeing I don't draw into it on my turn.
I activate Altergeist Silkwitness's effect.
Alright, now I have no choice but to bounce his Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon.
You can do this! My monster attacks!
Now, unfortunately, the Blackluster Soldier does destroy my Silkwitness, but that's okay because I get my manifestation back.
Silkwitness activates when she goes to the graveyard.
So without knowing it, this guy's giving me inherent follow-up.
I'm ending my
You're
turn.
playing well, but nothing I didn't expect. I activate my skill.
Alright, we activate our skill to remove the Silkwitness that got hit by Floodgate Trap Hole and replace it with a Fiji Alert. Because that's what modern skills of 2024 do.
Altergeist Fiji Alert. I Link summon a monster. Link 2. Altergeist Hextia. I'll set a card.
Alright, now I go into my second Hextia to see if I can force out some more back row, but he chooses not to use it.
Be careful. I'm not out of
And I
moves
just,
yet.
It's my turn.
I end my turn.
And I don't have a problem playing this slow, because right now we have 2 Lost Wind and a Manifestation set.
I draw. Appear. I summon a monster. I activate my monster's effect.
And of course, there is that Dragon Spirit of Light that I was trying to play around.
Appear. I exceed summon a monster.
And for some reason, he had a number 107.
Let's bet. I activate my monster's effect.
I activate my trap. Altergeist Manifestation. Altergeist Silkwitness. I activated a trap card, so I can special summon this card. Altergeist Multi-Faker. When Multi-Faker is special summoned, her effect activates Altergeist Meluseek. I activate Altergeist Silkwitness's effect.
Alright, so I choose to go for the Meluseek because I want the follow-up for my turn. So I bounce the Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon off the field.
Here's my face down card. I activate my quick play spell.
And my opponent responds with the Successor Soul.
Come out.
Meluseek's effect activates when she goes to the graveyard.
But that's okay because that's what I was trying to force out, the Successor Soul, and we essentially got what we wanted to do.
Go! I attack with my
Altergeist Conquery's effect activates from my hand. Altergeist Conquery!
Now this Hextia is negated, but I chose to save it because I can use it for a link climb on my turn.
I'm ending my
Look
turn.
at all those splash. I'll create a circuit that links the known with the unknown. I set my monsters in the link arrows. Link appear. Link 3 Altergeist Prime Banshee.
And that's exactly what we do on my turn. I use the negated Hextia for a link climb into my Prime Banshee. Got that beautiful animation.
Hextia's effect activates when she's sent to the graveyard.
And ordinarily, I would never ever link off the Conquery, but I know what I can do with my hand here. So I choose to link the Conquery off because I know the Prime Banshee can just grab it back anyway. So I just use it as free link material.
Manifesting from the edge of nightmares. I link summon! Link 4 Altergeist Memory Gant.
Memory Gant is
Prime
here.
Banshee activates when she's sent to the graveyard.
That's what I was waiting for. Here's my face down card. I activate my quick play spell.
Now the opponent here thinks he is 5 brain, but I'm actually 6 brain. He activates Ultimate Fusion in an attempt to destroy my Altergeist Memory Gant, but unfortunately that's not going to work out the way he thinks it's going to work out. Because unfortunately for my opponent, he didn't read Memory Gant. Let me read it for you. Where is it? If this card would be destroyed, you can banish 1 monster from your graveyard instead. So he can't destroy this right now. You'll see this more often in Master Duel where you use like hand traps like Ash Blossom to protect the Memory Gant, but it actually came up in Duel Links for once, which is funny to think about.
Appear! I fusion summon a monster!
Alright, Memory Gant activates. Well, not activates, because it's not an activated effect, but I banish the Fiji alert to protect Memory Gant.
Altergeist Marionetter! I set a card. I activate Altergeist Marionetter's effect. Appear. Link 3 Altergeist Prime Banshee.
Alright. I choose to tag the Marionetter into the Prime Banshee, and my best play here, since this cannot be destroyed in battle, I just use Lost Wind to negate it and cut its attack in half.
Here's the card I set. Battle. Altergeist Prime Banshee. Attack. Tentacle Lash. Altergeist Memory Gant. Attack. Eternal Nightmare.
Alright, I get rid of the Twin Burst Dragon with the Prime Banshee, and I swing with my Rainbow Memory Gant. And that's GG, because Memory Gant can just tribute the Prime Banshee, gain its attack, and he's just beyond dead from here.
Altergeist Memory Gant's effect activates.
That's what I was waiting for. I activate my monster's effect.
Well, he would have been if he didn't have a Kiteroid in his hand, which is why you always play around potential Kiteroids.
I should be able to
turn.
survive until my next turn. I end my
But
turn.
that's okay, he has no more cards left in his hands. He's used up, like, pretty much all of his resources by now. Like, what is he gonna do from here?
I draw.
I activate my trap. Altergeist Manifestation. Altergeist Silkwidis. I activate Altergeist Silkwidis' effect.
Alright, we're gonna bounce the back row in case it's something annoying, like a crackdown or something.
I'm ending
Look at
my
all those
turn.
splash. I draw Altergeist Silkwidis. I set a card. Battle.
Now, unfortunately, we do top deck the Silkwidis, but that's okay because we're too far ahead at this point.
Altergeist Silkwidis. Attack.
Alright, take the 800.
Bye-bye, hun. Altergeist Memory Gant! Attack! Eternal Nightmare!
Now! I activate my monster's effect!
Alright. I swing, I force out the Kiteroid.
I should be
It's
able to
mine.
And
survive
pass.
until my
I
next
draw
turn.
from my hand.
I end my turn.
Here it comes. I special
He
summon
top
a
decks
monster.
a Silver's Cry and banishes one of my manifestations.
I activate my monster's effect. I set a battle. Go.
Altergeist Conquery's effect activates from my hand. Altergeist Conquery! Special summoning Conquery activates her effect. I activate Altergeist Silquidus's effect.
Alright, his attack is negated. I'm gonna go after his back row again in case it's like a crackdown or something.
I hope I run into you again sometime.
And he knows he's beyond dead, he just leaves. He's had enough. Alright. Next replay. And that's pretty much how you play Altergeist in a nutshell, basically.
This is how I duel.
You're not the only one with a skill. As a hacker,
I
duel!
Our hand is great here. Meluseek triple back row, don't mind if I do.
This is how I duel. Come here. I summon a I'm setting a call. I'm ending
My turn.
Alright. So now it's our turn, and I have to compete with this very impressive Cyber Dragon end board of Cyber Dragon Veer Pass with a potential back row.
I draw Altergeist Meluseek! I set a call. I'll set a call. Let's battle! Go, Altergeist Meluseek! Ectoplaster!
Now, because I have Multi-Faker in my hand, I can afford to get aggressive with Meluseek and swing with it. And he just scoops.
Pity.
You'd be worth my time if you had more skill and riches.
That was kind of a short one, but I thought it was funny, so I saved it. Alright, third one. Swift Silence. I don't remember what he was on.
Winning is everything.
I activate my skill.
I don't duel.
Alright, our hand is not the greatest, it's not the best, but it's not bad either.
Fuel my monster's effect. You won't escape from my monster's effect. Here's Cyber Dragon.
Alright, against Cyber Dragon.
Is everything. I exceed summon a monster. Go, Cyber Dragon Nova. Cyber Dragon Nova's effect activate. I exceed summon a monster. Cyber Dragon Infinity arrives. I'm ending my turn.
Here I go. It's my turn.
Alright, here's this very impressive end board of Cyber Dragon Infinity Pass. How will we ever break it?
I draw. I set a call. I'll end my turn.
Fuel my
Alright.
victory.
Now I set
My turn.
Silquidus face down because I don't want Cyber Dragon Infinity absorbing it, but I also want to get my Needle Sealing potentially online if he tries to go for another, if he tries to, you know, extend into like a Chronopoly of Mana or something. But yeah, let's see what my opponent wants to do here.
I draw. Battle. Attack. Cyber Dragon Infinity.
Here I go.
Alright, he chooses
It's
to
my
attack,
turn.
that's okay.
I draw. I'll set a card. I'll end my turn.
We just have to like stall until we draw something good. And we do draw something good. We draw our compulsory evacuation device.
Fuel my victory. I draw. Go, Cyber Dragon Core! Cyber Dragon Core's effect activates. From my hand, I activate a spell. My monster's effect activate. You won't escape from me. I special summon a monster.
He chooses to discard the effect Veiler, which is funny to me.
I can't let you do that. Here's the card I...
Cyber Dragon Infinity's effect activates.
Alright, so this is more or less just a bait because I'm trying to force out that Cyber Dragon Infinity's negate. So we're gonna force it out with the Compulse.
I activate my continuous trap. Personal spoofing. I activated a trap card so I can special summon this card.
Alright, So he didn't negate my personal spoofing because I forced out the negate, so now I'm free to do whatever I want here.
Altergeist Multi-Faker. When Multi-Faker is special summoned, her effect activates.
Alright, Multi-Faker activates, and I chain Needle Sealing to blow up the field because I want to get rid of Cyber Dragon Infinity. Plus, I need to stop him from going into, like, potential Chronomelee Vimana or something.
Slow down. I activate Personal Spoofing's effect.
Alright, tag Multi-Faker off the field. Grab my follow-up, blow up his field.
Altergeist Silkwidis.
And guess Silkwidis here.
My turn. I activate Personal Spoofing's effect.
Alright, grab Puqueri.
Altergeist Marionetter. Marionetter activates her effect when she's summoned.
Get hit with an effect Veiler, but that's okay. Because he's beyond dead from here.
Pointless. Absolutely pointless. My monster's effect activates.
No data is safe from a hacker like me.
He's already dead, so I'm just using my skill to flex a bit.
Altergeist Fiji Alert! I'll create a circuit that links the known with the unknown. I set my monsters in the link arrows. Link to Altergeist Hextia.
Got my nice golden Hextia here.
Altergeist Puqueri activates her effect from the graveyard. Let's battle Altergeist Marionetter. Play him like a puppet.
And I know he doesn't have a Kiteroid because his hand is empty and he has no Kiteroids in his graveyard. And he takes 4,700 here because of a Hextia, so yeah.
Looks like your bank account's empty. Altergeist Hextia! Attack!
And that's GG. That's how you do it.
Looking back, I realize I had all the glory, but I missed out on having any of the fun.
I hope I run into you again sometime.
Alright, next to last in this KC Cup. Alright, so I'm 3-0 right now.
Since you yearn to suffer, I shall accommodate you.
You're not the only one with a skill.
Let
Duel!
Alright, this is going to be against
You shall
Sacred
experience-
Beast.
Come here. My monster's effect activates. From my hand, I activate a continuous spell. Come here. My monster's effect. Rise up. Come on, Lord of Striking Thunder.
This was a really interesting one. I think you guys are going to like this one. Summons the Haman.
From my hand, I activate a field spell. I activate a field spell. I activate a Come here. Watch. I exceed summon a monster.
Alright, he XC summons to something I've never seen before. Gin Buster.
My turn.
Which, it makes sense because it's essentially a monster negate. Which is hard to play around, ironically.
I draw Altergeist Meluseek. I'll create a circuit that links the known with the unknown. I set my monsters in the link arrows. Link to Altergeist Hextia. Meluseek's effect activates when she goes to the graveyard. Altergeist Puqueri activates her effect from the graveyard.
Alright, so here, I want to stress the importance of chain blocking because we know the opponent has a monster negate from the Gin Buster, so this is where chain blocking is crucial because you put Meluseek Chainlink 1, Puqueri Chainlink 2, so if you were to use his monster negate, it'll hit Puqueri and I still get the Multi-Faker search off of the Meluseek. So he would have essentially wasted it, but he was smart. He knew I was chain blocking here, so he didn't activate the negate, which is good for us because I need Multi-Faker in rotation. Just remember to always chain block when you can to, you know, potentially play around Skullmeister as well.
I I said battle. I've put together a pretty good lineup.
Here I go.
I end my turn.
It's my turn.
So the reason I didn't swing over this is because it's being protected by Hamon. While this card is in defense position, monsters your opponent controls cannot target other monsters for attacks except for this one. So I wasn't able to get rid of his monster negate just yet because it's protected by Hamon.
I draw. I activate a field spell. I use my face down card. My continuous trap activates.
Alright, our Hextia does get hit with a crackdown, but that's okay.
Since you yearn to suffer, I shall accommodate you.
He uses his skill to shuffle back by Hextia that got hit with a crackdown.
Rise up, Raviel, Lord of Phantasm!
So it's looking pretty dire for us right now, I will say that much. It's not looking good. How am I gonna win this?
From my hand, I activate a continuous spell.
So he does have the Raviel, Lord of Phantasms, a Shimmering Scraper, which does allow his Raviel to attack everything on my field.
Time for battle.
Slow down. I flip over my set.
But that's okay, we have a lost win.
I activate a trap. I activated a trap card, so I can special summon this card.
My monster's effect activates.
That's okay, he's negated.
Altergeist Multi-Faker. When Multi-Faker is special summoned, her effect activates. Altergeist Meluseek.
Yeah, I don't think he had game here, because even if he swung with Hamon... Wait. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't think he would have killed me here. Yeah, because we had too much protection, and yeah. Just watch.
Raviel attacks! Shimmering Scraper! My monster's effect activates.
So here I choose not to negate with Conquerity because of the Shimmering Scraper, because it's because the Raviel is just gonna swing over the Conquerity anyway, and I don't want to waste it, so I just let this go.
Meluseek's effect activates when she goes to the graveyard.
Get my follow-up.
Go!
My turn.
I end my
Alright, he clears my whole field, so it's looking pretty dire for us. And if you guys want to see his field, here. So from his field, it's really clogged right now, so I know there's like no back row I have to worry about. Because unfortunately, he used his skill to get rid of my Hextia, so that just leaves the Crackdown just sitting there. And he used 2 opening of the Spirit Gate, so his back row is really clogged right now.
I draw Altergeist Silkwidis.
Raviel's effect activates. This is pain. And you've actually heard
And he surrendered.
Well, you're wrong. You've only strengthened my will.
Right place, right time. Just the wrong opponent.
I mean, yeah, he timed out, but even if he didn't time out, we were still in a pretty good position to win. So I still have the Conquerity attack block. He already wasted his Shimmering Scraper, and yeah, there was like nothing my opponent could do there. He was pretty much screwed, and all of his back row zones were clogged, so yeah, I felt like I was in a good position to win. And the final one, which got me to KC Cup Max. You guys are going to enjoy this one. Alright, here's my rank up.
No data is safe from a hacker like me. I love a good challenge.
Now,
Duel!
Alright, rank up. So, our hand is looking quite good. Double Meluseek and a back row, that's not bad.
Would you like to see how terrifying a duel can be? It's my turn.
And believe it or not, it was not Predaplant. You were just on Yuri to probably level him. It was Tenyi. So let's see how I fare.
I activate my... Here's what From my hand, I activate my quick play spell.
So, I don't know why he used Heavenly Dragon Circle. I'm assuming his hand was not good. and he wanted to get the Ashuna in rotation, which is fair. So he grabs the Ashuna, and let's see what he does from here.
I activate my It's finally
Nahada.
time to make ready for this. Link summon!
Monk.
I activate my
Ashuna.
Iron. Ready for this. I summon a
Adhara.
monster. Check this out. I synchro summon a monster.
Alright, he synchro summons 8 into Draco Berserker.
I activate my monster. Here's what I activate my monster's
Adhara,
effect.
grab back Ashuna.
Check this out. I link summon a monster.
Shaman.
I activate my monster's effect. Ready for this? I'll be nice and end you quickly. That's it for
Here
now.
I go.
But you won't
It's my
like what I
turn.
have in store. I end my turn.
Alright, and he passes on Shaman, Monk, and Draco Berserker.
I draw Altergeist Melusi.
And fortunately for us, we do top deck the Multi-Faker, which is great. Alright, so here in his graveyard, what I want to do right now is force out the Mapura. Mapura is really annoying for me to deal with. It's like the threat, per se, on how he's going to beat me. So, yeah. We're going to force out the Mapura and get rid of it. That's the end goal right now.
I'll set it. Go, Altergeist Melusi. Ectoplaster.
Oh. Ooh.
Dealing battle damage activates Melusik's effect. Say goodbye to one card on your field.
Alright, now he's forced to use the Mapura, or else I get rid of it with the Meluzik, and he won't have a non-effect monster up on the field anymore.
I don't think so. I activate my monster's effect.
And the good part of Mapura is that it destroys the Meluzik too, which means I get a free search.
Melusik's effect activates when she goes to the graveyard.
Just like so.
I'll end my turn.
I guess I can try a little harder. I activate my quick play spell.
Alright, grab Vishuda.
I activate my It's finally time. Check this
He
out.
links his whole field. Now my opponent links off his whole field into the Berserker of the Tenyi. I don't know why he does, but he does.
I activate my monster's effect.
I mean, it makes sense why he made that play, but he does unfortunately get punished. Because now we've got a lost win waiting for him to negate the Shaman. And from here, he's in a really bad position. Because he has an effect monster out on field, and he doesn't have his Draco Berserker anymore.
I don't think that's going to
I'm gonna
help.
negate the Shaman.
Here's the card I set. I activate a trap. I activated a trap card, so I can special summon this card. Altergeist Multi-Faker. When Multi-Faker is special summoned, her effect activates Altergeist Silkwidis.
From my hand, I activate a field. Let's battle.
He does unfortunately have the field spell though, which makes it kind of difficult.
I activate Altergeist Silkwidis' effect.
Which means I'm kind of forced to deal with his field spells like right now, like sooner rather than later, or else I can't like stop his Berserker, the Tenyi, from clearing my field. So I get rid of that.
You can't do it. I activate my monster. I activate my monster.
I don't know why he used Nahada here. There was literally no point, but what do I know? He tries to use Shaman to get rid of my monster, but Shaman is permanently negated.
Altergeist Conqueri's effect activates from my hand. Altergeist Conqueri!
That's it for now.
My turn.
But you won't like.
Altergeist Marionetter! Marionetter activates her effect when she's summoned. I'll set a card. I'll set a card. I activate Altergeist Marionetter's effect. Altergeist Let's go! I attack you directly.
Oh, is that it?
Now, in his graveyard, he only has Shithana as protection. I got rid of Mapura, and in his hand, I know he has the field spell, the Flawless Perfection of the Tenyi. So this leaves me a clear window of opportunity to get rid of the Berserker of the Tenyi.
Dealing battle damage activates Melusik's effect. Say goodbye to one card on your field. I'll end my turn.
Would you
And that's
like
it.
to see how terrifying I drew from my hand? I activate my quick play spell.
Now, unfortunately, he does top deck into the Heavenly Dragon Circle, which does let him extend. Ashuna.
Here's what I'll do. Check this out.
Monk.
I link summon a monster.
Sorry, hun. I activate Altergeist Silquidus's effect.
I know he doesn't have the Mabora, so I can just freely get rid of the Monk from here.
I
And
said it.
that's
Here I
that.
go.
Monk is
I
gone.
I'll create a circuit that links the known with the unknown.
Hextia is here.
Link summon. Link 2. Altergeist Hextia. Meluseek's effect activates when she goes to the graveyard.
Alright. Now from here, my opponent thinks he's smart because he thinks 5,000 life points is enough to save him for the turn, but spoiler alert, it's not, and you're about to see how. We're about to one-shot him from here, and we're about to ask Crimson, but how? Well, just watch and find out.
I'll create a circuit that links the known with the unknown. Link summon. Appear. Link 3 Altergeist Prime Banshee.
There's the Prime Banshee.
Hextia's effect activates when she's sent to the graveyard. Altergeist Puqueri activates her effect from the graveyard. I activate my trap. Altergeist Manifestation. Altergeist Silquidus. Manifesting from the edge of nightmares. I link summon.
Alright, now we go Memory Gant.
Link 4 Altergeist Memory Gant. Prime Banshee activates when she's sent to the graveyard. Silquidus activates when she goes to the graveyard.
Like, look,
Altergeist Marionetter.
look at this hand, man. Look at this hand. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 cards in my hand compared to his 1, and he has nothing. He has like nothing on the field.
I activate my trap. Altergeist Manifestation. Link 2 Altergeist Hextia. I activated a trap card, so I can special summon this card. Altergeist Multi-Faker.
Alright, and from here he's like beyond dead. I'm just styling on him at this point.
I set a call. I activate Altergeist Marionetter's effect. Appear. Link 3 Altergeist Prime Banshee. No data is safe from a hacker like me.
Let's use our skill, because why not? I'm just flexing on him at this point. We have to go for the overkill.
Altergeist Fiji Alert. Let's battle. Go! I attack you directly.
You're such
Alright, that's 3,600 to the face, and we're gonna finish it with Memory Gant for the extra style points. Because if you didn't know, I really like Memory Gant. It's like one of my favorite cards in the deck. So yeah, we're gonna finish it with the best boss monster, the Memory Gant.
Looks like your bank account's empty. My monster attacks you directly. Altergeist Memory Gant's effect activates.
Alright, we're gonna tribute off the Hextia for that 3,600 attack boost, and that's GG. 6,400 damage to the face, and that's game. And we're KC Cup Max. We did it. We survived the November 2024 KC Cup. Lyrilusk and Predaplant meta, we survived.
Did you come here just to annoy me?
You'd be worth my time if you had more skill and riches.
And that's it. That's all the replays. Now for the deck profile. Alright. Here's my deck list that I was using for the November 2024 KC Cup. It's all like standard Altergeists, but I did change a few tech cards that I will go over. And a bunch of these cards are like old cards you guys have seen before, so I'll just run through them briefly, like usual. Conquery, the negate attack of the deck. Multi-Faker, the main heart and soul of the deck. Special summons when you activate a trap. Meluzik, the best starter, play 3 of it. Marionetter, I like playing 1, but I've seen people play 2. I like playing 1 because I think 1 is fine. Silquidus, your main way of interrupting. Kuqueri, main way to link climb. 3 spoofing for the consistency. And needle sealing because I like blowing up boards, going for explosive like 1-shots, and 2 manifestation for the grind. Now I did say I changed a few tech cards, and I'll go over them here. So in my previous list, I was playing it like this. I was playing with 3 compulsory evacuation device, but I changed 2 compulse into Lost Wind. Because the current meta right now is Predaplant, so while I do value hard removal, I think negates are just like objectively better right now in the meta. And as you guys saw in the Tenyi replay, negating the Shaman really like gave me an edge over my opponent. So yeah, just in like this meta particularly, I don't think like hard removal is like that great right now. Like, it's still good, don't get me wrong, but I think negating things just better. And the fact that Lost Wind, like, comes back from the graveyard if your opponent, like, tries to do anything is also, like, extra fuel for Multi-Faker. And that's always good. And as for the extra deck, Artemis, because it fixes bricky hands with Silquidus if you draw it. Win and Ningirsu to counter Lyrilusk. I didn't see any Lyrilusk. I think they all disappeared. Link Karibos, it's my best starter. Hextia. Hextia is like your best boss monster of the deck. Back row negate. Prime Banshee, use it to link climb into Memory Gant, and Memory Gant is basically the access code talker of the deck, the main finisher. So play 1 of it, go for insane 1-shots, yeah. And it got this card too, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. I only put this in there because I just really like its card art. I thought it was pretty cool, so I just wanted to flex the card art, that's it. But like, you know, you can just like put anything here. If you want like a more optimized, like a more quote-unquote optimized deck list per se, you could always like take out the Galaxy Eyes and like put a Kidolga instead, and it'll be fine. It'll still play the same, like, and yeah. You can just like take out the Tachyon, just put a Kidolga instead, and the deck will still be fine. Or if you really want to, you can also like play it with 3 Hextia if you want like a quote-unquote optimized list. It'll still be fine. Like, I played this deck a lot, and I don't think the 3rd Hextia came up all that much, so that's why I like slotted in the Tachyon Dragon just for like extra flex points. Just put it back in here. And yeah, that's the deck. It's pretty much the deck. It's a very hard deck to play. It's very pilot dependent. So yeah, if you want to learn how to play Altergeist, drop a sub on here, follow on Twitch, and my name is Crimson, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Best of luck in your November 2024 KC Club climb. And yeah, we'll be doing a King of Games run with Altergeists next. I'm in a pretty good win rate with this deck on the COG ladder. But yeah, we'll be hitting COG on stream, so make sure to stay tuned for that. We've already maxed, so yeah. And yeah, my name is Crimson. Make sure to follow the other streamers down in the description below. Shad Matrai, Steven Freshy. Make sure to follow all the members of the community, IC Gamers. And yeah, this is Crimson Reaper 5 signing out. Peace.